video is for the woman with a burning fire inside of her, the woman who knows that she is born for more, who knows that there is a calling on her heart, on her soul, on her mission, on her life. Hi ladies, especially you warrior women who have got a fire inside of them, a call on their heart. You know that there's a purpose to your life. There's a mission for you to complete. There is something for you to do on this earth that will impact others, that will help change their lives, that will transform not only your life, but of course the lives of others as well. But maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling confused. Maybe you're feeling doubtful. Maybe you're feeling fearful. Maybe you think maybe it's all my imagination. Well, let me assure you it is not. I'm going to give you 4 faith-based steps to help you identify and uncover your mission that God has created you for. Well, first of all, let me assure you that you are not here by mistake. You are here by God's amazing design. He created you. He knew you before you were born. He delights in you and he has got a specific plan for your life. And he's just waiting for you to ask him about it. And as it says in the beautiful verse of Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. He is promising you a future. He is giving you hope. You do not have to figure it out on your own anymore. He is with you, guiding your steps. But I know so many women are feeling unfulfilled and restless because they know that there is a higher calling on their life, but they're just having trouble uncovering it, having it revealed to them. But that's what we're going to do today. So by the end of this video, you are going to have clarity, certainty. You're going to have hope in the future as God promises us. Sometimes we get lost on our journey of what God has created us for because we get influenced by other people, by our parents, by the schools, by our teachers, by friends, by colleagues, by bosses, all of whom have ideas of how we should live our lives and what we should do with them. Or perhaps you've never had that encouragement. Perhaps you've been told that you're average, that there's nothing special about you, that you're good for nothing. Maybe you haven't had positive role models around you. Maybe you haven't heard the word of God clearly. So I understand how easy it is to get lost and confused on your journey, to doubt yourself, to doubt your capabilities, to doubt the call on your heart. You know it, you feel it, it's there. It tugs at you every day, and one way or another it's saying to you, there is more. There is more for your life. There is more to your life. And it's true. I've lived like that my whole life, never really fitting in, never wanting to fit in, never wanting to conform to the norm, standing out in a world of conformists. Other people don't like it, so you don't get the encouragement and you get steered off course. And some people might genuinely be helpful, but they do not know the calling that God has placed on your heart. As I say, God knew you before you were even born. And in Psalm 139:13-16, he tells us that he knit you together in your mother's womb. You are destined, daughter of God. Let's dive into the 4 faith-based steps to uncover your purpose. Step number 1, which may feel really, really obvious, but it's the beginning, it's the foundation, and that is to go to God directly. Go to your Heavenly Father directly and speak to him. Ask him. But not only that, listen for his voice. God says when you step closer to him, he will step closer to you. And that's certainly been my experience in the last 20 odd months of forming a relationship with God. The more I step towards him, the more I can hear him, the more he directs my steps, the more he has an input in my life, in my business, in my day-to-day, in my decisions, and of course the purpose that I'm here for. And that will be the same for you. But you can't be passive about it. You have to go to him. You have to go after what it is that you want, what it is that you're here for. Now, you may feel defeated at times. You may feel disbelief that you're here for more. But nonetheless, that isn't an excuse to just sit back and let time go by. Let your precious life go by day by day, hour by hour, month by month, year by year. And believe me, I've watched many years go by where I have not been fully in my calling. I thought I have, and I've been close for sure, but not to the degree that God has shown me and directed me. When I have stepped towards him, go after it, go after your mission, go after the word from your Heavenly Father, your creator, who knows you better than anybody ever could in the whole wide world. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your paths straight. Rely on him. That's what he's saying. That's his instructions. I used to rely on so many other people. I used to rely on the self-help industry. I used to rely on the new age industry. I used to rely on the occult industry. I used to rely on tarot cards and messages from spirit. All very, very far from actually listening to who created me. Where are you seeking help outside of God? And I'm not saying don't listen to other people completely. Obviously you're listening to this video. Obviously you are discerning about where you put your time and attention and who you seek your advice from, who you seek inspiration from. But ultimately anybody else is just a messenger, and it's God that you should be turning to first and foremost. So it could be just a matter of you going to him and saying, God, here I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm confused. I'm lost. I can't hear you. Speak to me, God. I pray to hear your voice. I'm listening, God. I'm listening. What have you got for me right now? What do you want me to do? What's my next step? Never mind 10 years. Show me the next 10 steps. And humble yourself before him and he will come to you. I promise you. And in fact, Jeremiah 33:3 says, call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things that you do not know. How amazing is that? And that's certainly been my experience as I've stepped towards God, as I've listened for his voice. He has shown me so much. Revelations and messages that I could never have come up with myself in my lifetime. Step number 2. So this is about recognizing how unique you are. You are not like anybody else. You might have things in common with people. You might have shared interests, but you are unlike anybody else. We are all just so unique, and that's the way he has created us to be. My point in telling you this is there's no point in comparison. There's no point in comparing your life with somebody else's. You are on your unique journey. Often we think, oh, well, I'm at this age in life. I should have got this and that sorted out by now. But it doesn't work like that. Don't compare yourself and don't let other people's expectations define you. Only let what God says define you. And I'm speaking from experience. I have spent many years, decades probably, trying to fit in when I worked the 9 to 5, when I worked for other people. My heart longed for so much more, but I didn't know what else there was out there. This was long before I had this relationship with God. I was confused, lost. It led to incredible depression, where I was literally bedridden with depression for years, really, on and off, but certainly for months and months at a time. I couldn't see a future. When I thought of the future, it looked black. What was the point? What was even the point of me being here? That's how bad things got for me. And you might not even be able to imagine that if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, or we've been in contact online, or even friends in real life. So when we try to fit in and conform to other people's expectations, wants and needs for us, it can lead to us losing connection with our soul, losing connection with our purpose, or not even being able to identify it in the first place. And that's the way the enemy works. He wants us down, he wants us depressed, he wants us stuck. He doesn't want us tuning into the purpose that we're here for. He's going to fight against that. So we've got to build up our spiritual strength, our muscles against the enemy, and that's what I'm here to help you do. So never forget that God threw away the plans when he made you. You are special, you are unique. Step number 3. This is about, and it's a biggie, letting go of what other people may think or say about your life, what you're doing, what your purpose is, what your mission is. As you walk your path and you're trying to figure things out, you can be aware of people's eyes on you. They may even have the temerity to say something to you. They may even make comment, meaning well, or perhaps to derail you, perhaps to knock your confidence. But they haven't got a clue. Nobody has. And the truth, who God made you to be, is hidden within you. God knows, and God can reveal it to you, but nobody will have that insight. I've had people tell me, oh, you don't have to speak so much, you don't have to share so much about your life, you can keep things private. No, that's not who God created me to be, I'm afraid. Sorry, not sorry. But everyone's going to have an opinion on what you're doing, what you're saying, and sometimes we maybe overthink things and they're not paying that much attention to us after all. But they can be a bit rude. They can be even aggressive with it. They can be unthoughtful and uncaring, and perhaps intentionally. But we have to surrender any fear or worry about other people and replace it with what our God says, because nobody has more authority over your life than God does. No man, no woman, no matter their status, no matter their opinion, no matter what they say or how strongly they say it to you. Romans 12:2 says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is." So you're being invited to test God's will for your life, but you have to be open to your mind being renewed. And that's what God does. As we step closer to him, he will renew us. I'm seeing an image of our minds being washed, not brainwashed, but cleansed of all the hang-ups that we used to have, all the fears and the worries. We get to put them in their place. We get a new perspective on life. And so as God reveals more, we get to test it. As we take the steps as he instructs, we're testing things. As I make this video, I'm testing God's will, what God says. He's instructed me to make this video. I'm making it. And as we allow that to be simple and we allow it to be easy, he can work his transformation on us. With him on our side, he can help us achieve the impossible in our life. Step number 4, letting go of the things that were never for you in the first place. Stop chasing the things that don't satisfy you. Let go of the people that aren't for you. Please don't fear letting go of the wrong people in your lives. God will remove them anyway for you, as that has been my experience over the years as well. But there's nothing to fear, because it allows the space for the right people to come in, or it allows the space just for you to do your work with God by your side. What are you filling your life up with that is just rubbish? Sorry to put it like that, but it's true. You know, we've got junk food for our bodies, we've got junk for our mind in social media and blanking out to Netflix, to not being discerning about where we're putting our attention, to listening to the news and the views of other people, to listening to the worst in the world, to living in fear and doubt and worry, being concerned about what should never be our concern in the first place. You can make it so much more simpler for yourself if you allow the noise and the distractions just to go, just to drop them. I'm not perfect by any means, I have my moments, but I'm a lot more disciplined about where my time, attention and focus goes, and who I spend my time with as well. Other people and their opinions and what they want for you can take up so much of your time, your precious energy. They can dump all their fears and worries and concerns onto you, and then you end up carrying around their baggage as well. And maybe they're not the people that you're here to help. I'm here to help a specific type of woman. Now, I've always known that I'm here to help people. I didn't know in what context, and even going back to, 25 years now, when I first started making a move towards that. I qualified as a life coach. That was my first step, and all these years later, what am I doing? Something very similar, though with God at the front and centre. And that journey over 25 years has taken me in all sorts of places. And I've been a teacher, and I've been an event organiser. I've run my own events, done networking events, taught social media, taught marketing, taught money, taught mindset. There's a whole load of other things as well. But my point is, I kind of was on the right track, but I kept getting pulled this way and that way, unwittingly, unknowingly. And sometimes you might think, well, that's in front of me, that must be what I'm meant to do. Is it? Have you asked God about that? Now, if I'd have had God's guidance, I would have taken perhaps a shorter cut, but everything works out as it's meant to, as he intends. So do not worry about wasting time, because he makes up for the lost years. That's his word, that's his promise. And as I turned to God more and made that connection with him and stepped towards him, I heard him say, Karen, you're here to help women like you who have been on a journey, who know that there's more in their life, and not give up, not give in, and go after what it is that they're here for. This life is amazing. Yes, it can be horrifying, it can be dark, it can be disturbing. This is the devil's domain, but there's always the light, and there's always God, and he's always there waiting to hear from you. He wants to hear from you. He wants you to lay all your concerns with him. He doesn't want you carrying around burdens. He wants you getting on with your purpose. So sometimes when you wake up in the morning, if you're feeling that heavy feeling, just turn to God and say, here, God, I'm handing all these fears, all these worries, all these concerns over to you. I'm not going to worry about this or that today. I'm giving it to you, and I'm clearing the way for what you've created me to do. Because I promise you, God's plan is better than anything that you can come up with yourself, and anything that certainly anybody else can come up with either. So ladies, what is the first step that you're going to take after watching this video? Let us know in the comments. Share, inspire and help other people on their journey. If you've got any questions for me, leave them in the comments, or if you want to work with me one-to-one, we can set up a call, and you can find the link to book a call with me in the comments below if you're ready to really go forwards now, to let go of what's holding you back. I'd love to help you on your journey. And if you like this video, give it a like and tune into the video that's on the screen waiting for you now. You're gonna love it.